Karina, you have this interest in innovation leadership, and I'm sure everyone would think that they know something about what this is. But when you talk about innovation leadership, what do you mean?
It's really a new generation of leaders who are responding to this need to connect the organization, to facilitate and orchestrate innovation across the organization and create this vibrant innovation culture. So what we're really saying with innovation leadership, it's a mix of philosophies and practices where leaders can actually navigate this hybrid environment and also inspire and motivate and engage people in the innovation process.
Wonderful words, Karina, but make it concrete. Now, you mean, are these now project leaders? Is it the CEO? What do you mean then with leader in type of what kind of person should it be and on what level?
Yeah.
Or does it matter?
So,
can you explain?
Those responsible, it could be on executive level, who's overseeing innovation across product, service, marketing, and innovation areas. It could be those who are traditional innovation leaders or programs responsible for innovation programs, innovation hubs within the organization. And it especially is around those who are leading new initiatives.
But I'm curious, you seem to be talking about just leadership, and now we're adding innovation as a kind of objective of those leaders. But one level down, is it different to be an innovation leader as opposed to just a leader? What do you think?
Yes, because it's really considering this changing dynamic. So now we're looking at organizations that have all this pressure to innovate and in a very turbulent, dynamic environment, and one that's hybrid. It's digitally connected, so it's very project and team driven. So that takes a different kind of leader, a leader who can facilitate that process, connect people across the organization, and motivate them, engage them, and orchestrate that process. You're really looking at leaders who need to learn these new competencies and skills.
And don't forget, or I'm the guy who will regret. I love you more than when I said when I first met you. I love the way you walk, you talk, your style, your smile right now. Like wow, why about?
But it's a balancing act, especially high up the organization, because you're steering a big ship with thousands of people. Mm-hmm. I worked with one, and I was very, very impressed. In fact, the reason
Why were you impressed?
I met him. Something he was saying at a conference somewhere, and he talked about my role is, or my organization needs entrepreneurial responsibility. That's a great phrase. What does it mean? So I buttonholed him afterwards. And it started a friendship and a relationship. And eventually I wrote a book about this company. But basically, when I said, what's your definition? He said, well, very, very simple. I want all my employees, and we've got 35,000 of them at that time, it's a big company, to be entrepreneurial, to do entrepreneurship, which is to spot opportunities, to try something classic, and make mistakes, because they're going to. I want that. And therefore I want that bottom up. My role and my senior management, the leaders, our role is to create the conditions in which that can happen. So you have this wonderful, even though it's a lot of people, that was something that he was a kind of steward. He was one of these big German family companies, so generations would pass that baton, but that theme ran through it. And more generally,
I like it. That resonates with me. Why? Because it's like when they say, come on, bring me innovation, right? It's like that you ask for Christmas presents without having your Christmas list. You always come back with the wrong present, right? So what is now the trick is, I say, okay, come on, innovation leader, give me your wish list and give us the freedom to bring it. So for me, an innovation leader gives direction, right? Because he makes the uncertainty certain. Okay guys, everything is happening, the VUCA world, blah, 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 but I want you to come back with innovations from this corner here. Okay, so here we but he gives or she gives the freedom to come back with everything which fulfills it. So it's the balance between giving direction, but too much direction, it's dead. and took little direction. You know, it's like celebrating Christmas without a wish list. Right?
Yeah, and I would point to Angela Arendt, who's a former CEO of Burberry, and later become a senior VP at Apple. And she transformed Burberry. It became
The luxury brand.
Yes, the luxury brand. So it became the leader in being a digitally connected enterprise within luxury. And she collaborated with Christopher Kane, the operating officer. But the way she started was to listen to people. When she started, a lot of executives were asking, okay, so Angela, what's your plan? What's your vision for the company? What are you going to do? And she requested to go on a tour. So she went on a world tour to visit the boutiques, to listen, to meet with officers and managers across the company. And then she came back and said, okay, now I have a plan. And I think that's really what we're looking at innovation leaders today, and what I've seen the most successful ones in my consulting and in research are leaders who are out there to listen, connect, facilitate that innovation process, and in order to orchestrate that, to be a successful project, to create greater impact for the organization.